Hello, everybody. I'm Matthew Bruni. That's Colin Mitchell for BC Buckets. Colin, the New Orleans Pelicans are on the clock. They were unable to trade up, and they were unable to trade Zion Williamson or Brandon Ingram or anybody on their roster. So nothing's changed from this team that underachieved greatly without Zion on the court. With Zion, we have to remember they were the one seed in the West for like a 3-week span, and then all of a sudden he got hurt and they crumbled back down to reality. So what does this team need right now? Cam Whitmore's on the board. Jalen Hood-Schifino's on the board. Kobe Buffkin's on the board. Obviously, you have CJ McCollum there, but you don't have a true point guard
Yeah,
there. Who did we have in our mock draft them taking? We had them taking
we had to take
Jordan
Jordan
Hawkins.
Hawkins. Yeah,
I also like that pick. I think it has to be one of those guys right now.
yeah. I think Kobe Buffkin's interesting, but I feel like they don't have a point guard, but I feel like they like Dyson Daniels a lot. What they do lack in my eyes is shooting.
Yes.
And I think Jordan Hawkins is the pick that you need to go with here. Obviously, he wasn't a super great defender at Connecticut, but I think he is, again, like I think with Grady Dick, I think he will never be a minus defender. And listen, his off-ball ability is just insane. I mean, think of any off-ball player that Rip Hamilton, Reggie Miller, off the screens, boom, shot goes in. He is an elite shooter, best shooter in the draft. I love him offensively. He's my favorite player to watch in this draft.
Let me pull the stream up just so we have it ready.
I'll be trying to get my scouting stuff up for him.
Again, I would like them to take. I think ideally you take Jordan Hawkins here because I think they need the shooting and I think they need to compete this year. This is a big year for them. Let's not forget.
No, it is.
CJ McCollum's not getting any younger. Brandon Ingram is squarely in his prime right now and they need to start winning with him and Zion on the court. If Zion can stay healthy, this is a team that's a top 4 team in the East, comfortably.
West.
In the West, comfortably. Trey Murphy, like all these guys. Like Herb Jones, all these guys that they've brought in as young players have mostly panned out. I think they need shooting. I think they go Jordan Hawkins here. We'll see.
Oh, it's gonna announce the Mavericks.
He's really enjoying this, isn't he? I have another trade to announce.
I feel like it's because he knows that everyone else already knows.
Yeah, they already know.
Yeah. But to get back to Jordan Hawkins, and not only that, with what he does well, I think there's upside in the creation area. Like I feel like he has that 1-2 dribble pull up. Yeah. I feel like he can do basic reads off the catch. So I think he's not limited to just being a shooter.
14th pick in the 2023 NBA draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Jordan Hawkins.
Good pick.
Great pick. Great pick.
Good pick. I love that pick. This is shout out Jordan Hawkins too, man. I mean, I picked UConn to win my bracket, so every single time he hit a 3, I was just in awe.
Yeah.
And I love him. I have him really high on my board. Where do I have Jordan Hawkins? I shouldn't say really high. I have him 17th on my board, which is higher than Grady Dick, which is higher than Jet Howard. I think he's the best shooter in this draft. I think he has more creation upside than either one of those other 2 shooters do. Even if, he was limited in his role at UConn. I just think this makes a lot of sense. He's going to be able to step in and immediately shoot the ball. Will it take him a year or 2 to probably get into the rotation in New Orleans? Yes. But I am just completely bought in on him as a shooter. And also, I think he has a higher defensive upside than
I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that.
I just think he's a really, really smart, really good basketball player. And I'm really happy to bet on that type of player.
Yeah, I mean, he's the best shooter in the draft. He should have been taken. It's crazy that Grady Dick and Jet Howard were taken before him. I think Jordan Hawkins is going to be very well. He's going to step in right away and shoot, and I think that's what the Pelicans need. And like you said, if they need to compete now with Zion and Brandon Ingram, I think this is the perfect pick.
And I don't want to. He's not a great athlete, right? That's obviously.
But I don't think they need that's not. I mean, when you're picking this late. He does shooting better than every pick on here, 1 through 14. You don't get a skill that the 14th pick is going to do better than everyone else that's been picked before him. And I think Jordan Hawkins is him.
Is him.
Wow.
Is
him. Look, Rip, my man.
For you.
Would have been great if the Pistons traded back.
Again, the way he comes off pin downs is very comparable. The way he can move and quickly get his shot up is comparable. I have Buddy Hield written down. I have Klay Thompson written down. I have a lot of shooters written down. I think the Buddy Hield one makes sense because that's a guy who's going to be a volume shooter for a long time in the league. And I like this match. I like the fit for
Yeah,
Jordan Hawkins.
I
In a
love this
draft
pick.
where we've questioned a lot of fits, I think the Pelicans got this one right. Now they need to go get Zion in the gym and lock him there and figure the rest out.
Yeah, and delete his Twitter.
And
Or-
delete, throw his phone away.
yeah, they're just gonna take his phone.
Give him one of those phones they give to children.
Yeah. The
Oh,
iPads
yeah.
with a big giant like bumper on the side of it where you can't break.
Yeah. I was gonna say even the ones where like it only has like 2 numbers on it.
Yeah.
It's like mom, dad. Those are the
Yeah.
only 2 numbers you can call.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's what you gotta do, and then just keep everybody healthy. I like this pick. So good for the Pelicans. I'll be interested to go to some games this year.
Yep.